what's your classroom management style and what does it say about you? My name's Helena. I'm a coach for new and first year teachers, and welcome to the Calm Classroom Now Challenge. Over the next 30 days, I'm going to be showing you how to create a classroom that runs itself. So over the years, I've noticed that there are some classroom management strategies that work really well for a certain kind of teacher, and then there are some classroom management strategies that work for another teacher. After being in hundreds of classrooms, coaching thousands of teachers online, I've started to notice patterns. So with that being said, here are the 5 different classroom management styles I have noticed what they say about you. We have the routine queen. If you are a routine queen or king, your classroom runs best off of systems and it runs like a well-oiled machine. You love to teach clear expectations and procedures. Predictability is your superpower. Your students can sense what is supposed to happen next because you're so consistent. Your biggest strength is going to be building those routines. The biggest piece of advice I have for you is to make sure that you're being flexible when needed. This might be an area that you need to work on a little bit, is being flexible when something happens, like an assembly or something unexpected. The resources I definitely recommend for you are classroom procedure slides and visual schedules. Definitely check out the classroom procedure slides in my TPT store for some ideas on what this can look like. Next up, we have the relationship builder. For you, everything comes down to relationships. You believe that communication is simply behavior and vice versa. You love to get to the root cause why behavior is happening in the first place. One of your superpowers is creating a safe space where students feel seen, heard, understood, and valued. The biggest area that I would recommend you watch out for is setting clear boundaries with your students. You have a big heart, you thrive on building strong relationships with your students, but sometimes that boundary can be a little gray for you. The tools I recommend for you are going to be class meetings, reflection tools, and class check-ins or student check-ins. The third one is the strategy slayer. To you, classroom management is just one big puzzle that you really want to solve. You love constantly optimizing, making it better. You are constantly thinking about how different tools, classroom setup, classroom design, different systems can make learning and the classroom run more efficiently. Your biggest strength is going to be implementing strategic systems. But the thing you might want to watch out for is tweaking to the point where you don't actually see if those systems are working, those strategies are working, constantly feeling like you have to tweak things because they're not quite good enough, aka being a little bit of a perfectionist. One of the biggest tools I can recommend for you are jobs. Classroom jobs are going to be your bread and butter. Definitely check out my TPT store for how I use classroom jobs in my classroom, but also having things like seating charts and also a systems plan where you have a planner on how your classroom runs. The next classroom management style is the calm anchor. Now, if you're the calm anchor, your energy often sets the tone. You don't necessarily have to raise your voice to get your students to listen to you. You just have a calming presence and students feel safe and regulated around you. In fact, one of your biggest strengths is regulating other students, regulating yourself, keeping calm in hard situations, being the go-to person to de-escalate a situation. The thing to watch out for you is going to be setting boundaries when necessary. The biggest tools I can recommend for you are going to be transition tools, call and response, and mindfulness techniques. The 5th and final classroom management style is the creative connector. You are expressive, playful, and full of ideas. You love taking strategies you see online, making them fun, making learning fun. For you, the biggest thing to watch out for is balancing that creativity with some consistent routines, because it's really hard for students to always be. Sometimes they need a little bit of routine and structure to support the fun. For you, I recommend using gamified classroom expectations, themes, and just any games that make classroom management fun. Now that you've heard all 5 classroom management styles, which one resonates with you? Are you a combination of a couple of them? What I found is simply being aware of your specific classroom management style is really going to help you find different strategies that work best for you. If you love these classroom management tips, make sure to comment master and I will send you my free classroom management guide with my top 10 classroom management strategies. And then make sure to follow for part 8, where we're going to be talking about 3 steps you need to take in order to create a calm classroom environment.